Previously, we looked at how natural effects can be achieved. In this video, we are going to be introduced to analog style effects. Analog effects use electronic components such as resistors, capacitors, op-amps, and diodes to modify sound represented as a continuous electrical voltage. The modification typically involves affecting or colouring the entire sound, such as a reverb, or analysing and changing only part of the sound, such as a compressor. Analog effects come in a number of varieties, such as effect pedals for guitarists and bass players, hardware rack units found in recording and production studios, or embedded in mixing desks, particularly live sound desks. Originally, many effects were discovered by accident or exploration and experimentation. A couple of classic examples include using a tape loop to create an echo effect, and the flanging effect, which can be achieved by changing the speed of tape playback by manually holding the tape reel. Although digital effects processing has come to become commonplace in professional and home studios, analog effects are still widely used by guitarists and stage musicians, not to mention analog advocates who believe certain sound effects and processes are unsurpassed in the analog domain. A common and popular analog effect is the analog delay pedal. Typically, an analog delay effect will colour the sound by producing a series of repetitions which fade away. There are many different styles and models, each with their own character and parameter controls. However, an analog delay will usually have at least three key parameters: delay time, the amount of time that the signal is stored and hence the time between repetitions; feedback, the amount of signal that is fed back through the delay, and thus determining the number of repetitions; and the wet-dry ratio, the ratio of original to coloured sound that is part of the final output. Today, I'll be showing you the Behringer VD400 Vintage Delay. This is a simple pedal that has three parameters: repeat rate, which determines the delay time between repetitions; intensity, which determines the feedback or number of repetitions; and echo, which changes the output effect level. Our input instrument will be the Roland Juno 6 analog synthesizer. We'll start by setting the echo or wet-dry parameter to 100% so we can clearly hear the changes the effect pedal is making. We'll also set the repeat rate and intensity to the minimum setting. As we increase the repeat rate, we decrease the time between the repeats until both the original sound and affected sound overlap. As the intensity or feedback is set to the minimum, we're only hearing one repeat. Let's set the intensity at 50% and increase the repeat rate from 0 to 100%. As we're doing this, we can hear the repeats get closer and closer together until the repetitions are overlapping and no longer audible. Similarly, if we increase the intensity, starting at 0 and moving to 100% with a repeat of 50%, we will gradually hear the repetitions extend until they sound as if they will repeat forever. Experimentation with such an effect will produce other types of sound, such as feedback, noise, pitch glides, and deep bass drones, to name a few. In our next video, we'll look at digital effects and how they can be used to create new sample material for your creative projects.